So I used to listen to drum and bass, people like Ed Rush and Optical. They were quite like a grungy sound of drum and bass, and then moved on to techno a few years later. Likes of like DBS1, Ben Clock, people like that as well. A few people from Manchester like Cleric and Sito Max. They're all like travelling around the world now, so they're doing pretty well. They've come from Manchester. So my favourite clubs would be Hidden, awesome sound system, good vibe as well, because there's a lot of people into the same music who turn up, not going to just go and get absolutely smashed standing night out. So and then you've got Soup Kitchen, White Hotel, which is open till well late, that's like 8 AM, sometimes 10 AM, and we've got like Gorilla, other places like that, and then obviously not necessarily into the rave scene, but like Matt and Fred's and some other places which are a bit more, you know, band music. So like Manchester, it's not that spread out. All the clubs are pretty central, and you've got a lot of students as well who obviously like kind of pass it about. One student might go to one club, pass it on to their mate, and then they're all obviously getting into it and obviously kind of educating each other. Like there's a lot of people who hadn't heard of a lot of these types of music before they come, and it's spread to the students now. So students are at the forefront of it right now, and obviously people coming from like different ends of the country all coming to Manchester, it's bringing something. And obviously there's a lot of like small towns just outside of Manchester, and all that's, you know, coming together, creating club nights. Like students are putting on these nights and whatever, so that's obviously making the scene thrive. And then obviously, like you said, there are graffiti artists, you know, delving into it as well. So all these people are kind of connected in one, like in a certain way through art, and you know, you might go to the club, you might meet someone new, but I'm sure they'll know someone who you know already. It's kind of one of them things where everyone in Manchester seems pretty linked, because it's pretty tight. Like all the students live in the same spots. Yeah. So like back then there were a lot more people who would be middle-aged, you know, whatever, kind of going to these raves and clubs and something, because it was something new that had just come along. People were like just finding out what it was, so they didn't really know what a rave was. Whereas nowadays, a lot of the time you'll go to a rave and it will be young people, usually under the age of 30. There might be the odd ones above, but it is quite a young scene at the moment in comparison. And nowadays we don't really have that many illegal raves and things like that, whereas obviously back then that was the way that they did it. So.